Welcome to this month's episode of Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall. My name is David, and I'm very happy to be involved in introducing this month's episode to you. I've had the honor of living and working in many parts of Africa, Nigeria, the Gambia, Ethiopia, Ghana, and I know the value of reforestation and the community-based initiatives that people are trying to put into place to create the great green wonder that is the Great Green Wall. I have also learned the value of pure feelings and good wishes for others. And I truly believe if we put those positive vibrations into the world, it can have a positive impact on others. The meditations that are part of every month's Peace Drops can nurture us as we take time to learn a value and try and embody it in our own thoughts, words, and actions. The meditations also establish a vibrational frequency that sends those vibrations out into the world where they cause a ripple and will have positive influence on others. Many different spiritual traditions believe in the power of prayers and good wishes, and that is what we're doing with this meditation initiative. This month, we have a beautiful meditation from Michelin in Montreal, Canada, about the power of silence and how we can create vibrations of calm, kindness, and well-being. She visualizes an oasis in the Sahel, where there's beautiful nature and flowing water, and children and diverse animals are laughing and playing together. John from Soweto, South Africa, has contributed a lovely meditation about caring for nature and having respect for nature. It is something that I think we should all invest some time in. This month, there's also a short documentary from the BBC about the Great Green Wall and the success people, particularly in the Senegal, are having in creating this wonder of the world. We will learn about the new economy, better education, and women's and families' well-being that is being improved simply by the act of planting trees. So sit back and relax. Focus your attention to fill with these good vibrations over the next few minutes, and then generously share those vibrations with people in the Sahel region of Africa and everywhere in the world. Thank you for being here.
Let's settle in for a meditation for the Great Green Wall. I want to rediscover this silence, this door that opens to discover my sacred space, my true self, and my own greatness. So I make myself comfortable to return to this experience of silence. I become aware of everything around me, colors, people, sounds coming from outside, movements around me, and I let it go. I naturally turn my attention to my breathing, aware of the air coming in and going out. I trace the path with it. I inhale, feel my lungs moving away from the rib cage, the belly inflating and deflating, and oxygen moving into every part and particle of my body. I take advantage of this exercise to relax. I relax my feet, my legs, my pelvis, my spine, my neck, my head, and every muscle in my face. Each exhalation allows me to relax the muscles and dissolve the knots, tensions, and discomforts in my body. Peacefully, I position my attention in the center of my forehead. I visualize myself as a star, a point of very soft light, brilliant, like a center of energy. I begin to feel more and more the calmness, the well-being of being in this secure, secret place where I can experiment in complete freedom. Now, I'm very gently letting this inner peace and calm emerge and fill the subtle space of the heart of the self and in the whole of my physical being. I now bathe in this atmosphere that has become almost tangible, forming a bubble of lightness and softness that surrounds and envelops me. I'm now aware that I am the one observing this body, and I appreciate and respect the life that circulates within me. I realize that if I can create this calm, it's through my own thoughts. And I reflect on how my thoughts create this calm and well-being. Who creates the thought? Who is this I that expresses itself, that decides? Slowly, gently, I now feel my own presence in the center of my forehead. The self, the I, the soul. The body feels more confident and surrenders completely to this calming, loving energy driven by the being, the soul. I let myself be absorbed by the powerful energy of the soul in all its purity, in all its brilliance. Everything comes from the awareness of my intention and inspiration. And when I'm ready, I'll bring up an intention, an aim that I want to pursue for the Great Green Wall. Whether it's for an hour, a day, a week, whatever. I let the intention rise without limiting it. And I ask myself, what do I want for this project of the Sahel, for Africa, the world, and nature? I visualize the Sahelian desert transforming into a Sahelian oasis. I see the birds coming closer, the trees growing and spreading their shade over the ground, creating a lovely space where people of the village gather. I hear the sound of water and children laughing. I breathe in the fragrance of growing plants. I see animals drinking peacefully, sharing that precious water with respect, and I chose an image, words, or the quality of this intention. It could be the respect and protection of all living beings, of nature, of my own inner space. I keep this image in my mind. I imbibe it. I already feel its benefit on myself and everything around me. I carry on with this new vision, this feeling of deep respect that inspires me to protect, accept, and love, as if I were already there. I take few moments in silence to immerse within this very real vision of this close future. Om Shanti.
Africa is building a giant wall of trees, stretching across the entire continent to help fight the effects of climate change. It's called the Great Green Wall. But can it work? The wall will span 11 countries, measuring 8,000 kilometers long and 15 kilometers wide. So far, Senegal has made the best progress, planting 11 million trees. Village Chief Absaman Manduba says the Green Wall is reversing desertification.
When there were no trees, the wind used to dig up and erode the soil, but it is more protected now. The leaves provide compost and the canopy increases the humidity of the environment and offers some shade, so there is less need for a lot of watering.
The project is planting drought-resistant acacia trees. The tree roots hold water in the soil. So formerly dry wells have filled up again.
Before, there was widespread drought and hunger here. Then the tree planting took place and then a garden for the women to grow crops.
He says the wall has generated a whole new economy.
It has really helped the people. Now we have 200 women working on it, and they are being paid well.
Desertification here has forced thousands from their homes.
Before, people used to migrate, but nowadays they just follow the line of the Great Green Wall for jobs. They no longer leave.
Before we didn't have any work, but now we have jobs, and economically it's good. The Great Green Wall is very useful to us because we grow many vegetables, and now we can buy produce more cheaply.
Attendance at local schools has also increased.
I want to continue to work, and for our kids to work on the Great Green Wall so that they can make a future for themselves.
The project began in 2007 and is expected to cost $8 billion in total. The Great Green Wall is still years from completion, but the World Bank, the UN, the African Union, and the UK Botanical Gardens have all pledged money to continue the planting.
Welcome to this meditation on caring for nature. I sit comfortably and settle into silence. I take my mind within reminding myself that I am the living being within this human form, the being who is actually just consciousness, the subtle entity who uses this body to move, to live, the one who holds all the good qualities within: peace, happiness, contentment. Come back to this awareness and appreciate this moment that I have to be with myself. And I remind myself of how nature inspires me in so many ways, reminding me of the goodness within, the power within, how the ocean reminds me of the vastness of my consciousness, how the sun, the bright sun, reminds me of the power of my thoughts, how my mind is also able to impact so far and wide. The fragrance of the flower reminding me of my inner beauty. Nature is wonderful. It is what makes life possible for me. It is the stage on which I and all of humanity, the rest of the animals, and even the plants express life. Such a wonder just to be in that awareness. It's such a good space to be. And I also come to the awareness of how we have placed our world, our nature out of balance, out of our activities. The earth is polluted. Our climate is changing. Our world is full of violence, out of balance. And my caring nature reminds me that I can do something about this. There is a need for us to come back to sustainable living. It's the only way we can give back all the care that we have received from nature, that we continue to receive from nature. So what can I do? I can start living more simply. Stop wasting any resources. Use what I need as I need. And recycle whatever I can recycle in the best possible way. Living simply is such a good thing for the sustainability of our planet. I also come to the awareness that I need to respect every aspect of nature, every being that is alive, just like that is what I think would be good for me. Respect every human being. Respect other animals. Have care for them. Not exploit them, but care for them. And also respect the rest of nature. Cause the least interference to the natural functioning of nature, because I know that's how it will be more sustainable in the future. I'll sit back and ponder also the power of my mind and how by having peaceful thoughts within, I can also impact the rest of nature in a positive way at a very subtle level, and coming back to that awareness of myself as that source of deep, silent peace. I come to that silence and send vibrations of peace to my whole being, all the cells of my body. And then I let this energy also flow out into the rest of nature, surrounding our globe with peaceful, pure, calming energy that is restoring our world back to balance, back to harmony, back to its natural state. I also link with the supreme energy of consciousness and let the peace flow to the world even more and more. And I let this positive change impact and restore our planet, our nature. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed the last few minutes, learning some more about the Great Green Wall and being part of those meditations to fill with positive energy and then send those vibrations, those good wishes and pure feelings out to support people working on the Great Green Wall and trying to build a great green wonder in the Sahel region of Africa. We get together as a Peace Drops community once a month, the second Sunday of every month, to do this kind of a meditation commentary, and we hope you'll join us on a regular basis. You can find our information in the YouTube channel links that are in the following video. Thanks again for being with us this month, and keep all your thoughts, all your words, and your actions of a positive vibration. Thank you.